Something unusual is happening right now, and you need to listen carefully. This message was not planned. There was no intention to speak today, but something kept pulling attention back to this moment. It felt like an invisible force refusing to let this message stay unsaid. The energy around you right now feels strong and persistent, as if something important is trying to reach you. If you are hearing this within the first hours or the first day, it may feel like coincidence, but moments like this rarely appear by accident. Sometimes life places certain messages in front of us exactly when we are meant to hear them. It is almost like an appointment your soul agreed to before your mind even realized it. There is someone connected to you whose thoughts keep returning to you again and again. This is not someone who remembers you occasionally. You have been on their mind constantly. It feels as if your presence lives in their thoughts day and night. Even when they try to focus on other things, something about you continues to appear in their mind. This person carries a strong and powerful presence. They are someone who naturally commands respect. In their outer life, they may appear confident, successful, and accomplished. People may see them as someone who has everything under control. But behind that strong exterior, there is also a quiet loneliness. Despite everything they have achieved, something has always felt missing. Deep down, they have been searching for a connection that feels real, stable, and meaningful. And somehow your energy seems to fill that space in their heart. At the same time, your own life has been changing. For a long time, you may have felt like you were not fully seen or valued. You may have questioned your worth or wondered why certain relationships never gave you the love you deserved. Those experiences can make anyone feel smaller than they truly are. Because of that, you may have learned to hide parts of yourself. You may have dimmed your light because you were afraid of being too much for the wrong people. Many people do this without realizing it. They shrink themselves just to avoid rejection or disappointment. But recently, something inside you has shifted. You have started choosing yourself. Maybe you set stronger boundaries. Maybe you walked away from people who drained your energy. Maybe you simply decided that your peace matters more than trying to keep everyone happy. That decision changed everything. When someone finally begins to honor their own value, life starts rearranging itself around them. You may have already noticed certain people slowly leaving your life. Someone from your past may no longer have access to you. A connection that once drained your energy may have faded away. This clearing is not random. Sometimes space must be created so that something better can enter. The person thinking about you carries serious intentions. Their thoughts about you are not shallow or temporary. When they imagine you, they imagine something real. They imagine loyalty, partnership, and a future built together. In their mind, the connection with you feels meaningful. They are not simply thinking about attraction or short moments of excitement. They imagine a life where two people support each other, grow together, and build something lasting. This person wants stability and devotion. They want someone they can trust deeply. Someone who understands them even in silence. They imagine coming home to peace instead of chaos. And strangely, when they think about that kind of connection, your image appears in their mind. Perhaps they saw you somewhere before. Maybe through a photo or a brief moment when your paths crossed. But whatever that moment was, something about you stayed with them. Instead of fading away like most memories, the thought of you continued growing. At some point, they quietly realized that you were different. Not just attractive or interesting, but someone who feels rare and special. Since then, their thoughts about you have become stronger. They imagine talking to you, spending time with you, and slowly building something meaningful together. Their attention toward you has grown day by day. The energy around this connection feels pure and sincere. Their intentions are not based on manipulation or hidden motives. Instead, there is honesty and respect behind their feelings. They see you as someone worth committing to, someone worth protecting, someone worth building a future with. Because of this, you continue to appear in their mind constantly. When someone occupies another person's thoughts this deeply, it usually means their heart has already started taking the connection seriously. Something meaningful is quietly forming beneath the surface. The connection may still be hidden for now, but the energy behind it is growing stronger. And slowly, the moment when this connection becomes real in your life is moving closer. Listen carefully, because the energy around this connection is powerful. Someone's attention toward you is not random or temporary. The reason they feel so strongly about you is because they see you as someone they could truly settle down with. When they think about you, they are not thinking about a casual connection. They are thinking about commitment, stability, and even marriage. Their feelings come from a place of sincerity, not from a passing attraction. This person's focus on you may feel intense, but it is not coming from a toxic or unhealthy place. It is coming from genuine intentions. When someone recognizes a person who fits their vision for the future, their emotions naturally become stronger. They begin to think about that person more, imagine a future together, and feel a deeper emotional pull. That is exactly what is happening here. This person's energy toward you is serious and real. They are also not someone who hides behind games or pretends to be something they are not. This is a bold and direct personality. When the right moment arrives, they will not run away from what they feel. They will face this connection and face you honestly. They're not the type to disappear, confuse you, or give you small pieces of attention just to keep you interested. The kind of connection you have been calling into your life requires someone who is ready to be genuine, and that is exactly the kind of energy this person carries. To this person, you stand out in a very special way. In their eyes, you are someone extraordinary. They see qualities in you that make you unforgettable. You are not just another person they met. In their mind, you are someone rare, someone who deserves admiration and respect. That is why their attention toward you feels so strong. What is beautiful about this connection is that the energy is not one-sided. There is a strong exchange happening between both of you. This bond is not based only on looks or surface-level attraction. It goes deeper than that. Your personalities, your energy, and your character naturally complement each other. When two people truly match on those levels, the connection becomes much more powerful. There is also a sense of equality between you both. Whether it is your confidence, your ambitions, or your personal qualities, you meet each other at the same level. Neither of you feels smaller than the other. Instead, there is mutual respect and understanding. That balance creates a strong foundation for a relationship. Because of this balance, the connection carries the energy of a power couple. This means two people who uplift each other rather than compete with each other. Instead of trying to outshine one another, you encourage each other's growth. When one person succeeds, the other celebrates it. When one person struggles, the other offers support and strength. In this relationship, you would walk side by side. You would push each other toward becoming better versions of yourselves. There would be loyalty, cooperation, and emotional support between you. You would not feel shy about appreciating your partner in front of others. In fact, there would be pride in the connection you share. There is also a mixture of stability and passion in this bond. One side of the connection brings loyalty, grounding, and the desire to build something lasting. The other side brings excitement, attraction, and emotional intensity. When those two energies combine, they create a relationship that feels both secure and alive. This person may also show a protective side toward you. Because they see your values so clearly, they may sometimes feel a little possessive. But this does not come from control or negativity. It comes from the fear of losing someone who means so much to them. They know how special you are, and they understand that others may notice those same qualities. That is why they may want to be the first person to compliment you, the first to show appreciation, and the one standing closest to you. In their eyes, you are someone worth protecting and choosing every single day. The connection forming between you both carries the potential to grow into something strong, balanced, and deeply supportive. Something powerful is surrounding your energy right now, and it feels like someone very significant is either already in your life or preparing to step forward very soon. This person carries a strong emotional and physical attraction toward you. When they are around you, especially in public, they naturally want to support you and stand beside you. They admire you deeply. But at the same time, there is a quiet, possessive energy inside them. They feel a strong sense of connection with you, almost as if you belong in their world in a special way. Because of that, if they see others trying to get your attention, or if they notice you giving your attention to someone else, it may stir a little jealousy within them. Not because they want to control you, but because their feelings for you are very intense. The energy around this person feels fiery and passionate. It carries a strong physical attraction and desire. If you could see their emotional aura, it would feel warm, powerful, and full of passion. The chemistry between you and this person will likely feel very strong. They are someone who experiences emotions deeply, and when they feel drawn to someone, they cannot easily ignore it. This person also carries themselves with a lot of confidence. When they walk into a room, they don't rush or appear uncertain. Instead, they move slowly and intentionally, like someone who knows their value. Their presence feels calm but powerful, almost like someone who naturally commands respect without needing to say much. They may have darker hair or a very polished appearance, and they likely take pride in how they present themselves. Their style feels clean, refined, and well put together. One of the most memorable things about them is their smile. It is not something they show to everyone. They are usually composed and controlled. But when they look at you, something changes. Their face softens and a genuine smile appears. It's the kind of smile that feels warm and sincere, making you feel noticed and appreciated. There's also a sense of success and discipline around them. They may wear a noticeable watch, carry keys to an impressive vehicle, or simply give the impression of someone who values time and responsibility. They may not openly talk about their achievements, but their energy reflects someone who has built stability in their life. Spiritually, there is a sense that this connection is being guided. The number 444 appears strongly around this energy. This number often symbolizes protection and divine guidance, suggesting that this person may be entering your life for a meaningful reason. Their presence might even feel familiar or comforting, as if the connection was meant to happen. You might have wondered why someone with such strong feelings hasn't stepped forward yet. The truth is, they have spent a long time overthinking everything. They watched your growth. They saw you healing, becoming stronger, more confident, and more attractive. Instead of immediately approaching you, they began questioning whether they were ready for someone like you. In many ways, they felt intimidated by your transformation. They wondered if they truly had enough to offer you. Because of this, they started working on themselves quietly. They focused on improving different areas of their life so that when they finally approach you, they can stand beside you with confidence. But something has changed recently. The hesitation that once held them back is starting to disappear. They have realized that if they wait too long, they could lose you to someone else. That realization has created a sense of urgency inside them. The fear of losing you is now stronger than the fear of approaching you. You may also start noticing little signs around you that remind you of this person. Their name might appear unexpectedly somewhere. A type of car they like to pass by you. A song connected to them might suddenly play in a random place. These moments can feel like small reflections of their energy appearing in your life. Certain numbers may also stand out to you, especially 3, 7, and 10. These numbers may relate to timing or meaningful moments connected to when this connection begins to unfold. When the meeting or interaction finally happens, it will not feel forced. You will likely be focused on your own life, minding your own business, when your paths cross. It could happen in a place connected to abundance or celebration, such as a wedding, a professional event, a social gathering, or even a high-end coffee shop. And when it happens, it will feel natural and almost perfectly timed, as if everything aligned exactly the way it was meant to. One final detail that appears strongly is the presence of certain initials connected to this person. The letters M, J, S, K, L, and T appear clearly. These letters could appear anywhere in their name, in their first name, middle name, or last name. Sometimes these small clues start making sense as time unfolds and this connection begins to move closer into your life. Something powerful is shifting in your life right now, and if you pay attention to your intuition, you may already feel it. There is a quiet but strong energy building around you, as if something important is preparing to enter your world. It may not be loud or obvious yet, but deep inside you can sense that something has changed. It feels like the beginning of a new chapter that has been patiently waiting for the right moment to unfold. Before going further, I want to say something important about signs like initials or letters. Sometimes certain initials may appear connected to the person who is thinking about you or coming toward you. These letters could belong to their first name, middle name, or even their last name. But if those initials do not match someone you know, it does not mean this message is not for you. The universe communicates with each person in different ways. Energy does not always show itself the same way for everyone. What truly matters is the feeling you receive when you hear this message. What is approaching you is not something small or temporary. It is not a joke or something that will pass quickly. This energy has been patiently waiting for the moment when you fully stepped into your strength. You have grown through many experiences, and those experiences shaped you into a stronger and wiser version of yourself. Because you have reached this powerful phase of your life, Things around you are now beginning to align in your favor. This connection carries the energy of home. It feels like someone who truly wants to be with you, someone who sees comfort and belonging in your presence. This person is not interested in shallow affection or temporary emotions. They want something real and meaningful. Because of that, there is a strong sense that serious commitments and important decisions are forming around your life. You may have already started sensing that something is shifting. Sometimes your intuition gives you small signals before things actually appear in reality. You might suddenly feel excitement, curiosity, or a strange feeling that something good is on its way. These feelings are not random. They are signs that your inner awareness is picking up on the changes happening around you. There is also a strong sense of reunion or renewal connected to this energy. It feels like something meaningful is finally coming together at the right time. Certain periods may feel more important for this connection, especially months like March, September, or October. Around the autumn season, something significant may begin to unfold. You're stepping into a new journey in love. This connection may already be forming without you fully realizing it. Someone may already be noticing you or thinking about you more than you know. At the same time, you may soon start noticing this person as well. When that moment happens, the connection may feel natural and familiar. Everything around you feels like it has entered a new flow. It is as if a switch has been turned on and the wheel of destiny has started moving in your favor. The path ahead of you is not random. It is part of a larger alignment guiding you toward a meaningful connection. You are no longer the person who waits to be chosen. You are stepping into the energy of someone who is truly valued and desired. There is someone who imagines a future with you, someone who feels both emotional admiration and strong attraction toward your energy. This connection does not carry the energy of confusion or conflict. Instead, it feels like clarity and resolution. It feels like something that was always meant to find its way into your life. And remember this above all else. You are a divine creation. You are not meant to be with someone who fails to recognize your worth. The universe does not guide you toward people who cannot value you. Instead, it leads you toward those who truly appreciate your presence and see the beauty of who you are. Trust what is unfolding. Something meaningful is approaching, and when it arrives, it will feel natural, real, and undeniable. Until then, continue walking forward with faith, confidence, and an open heart.